Hey guys, how's it going? James here from Butler Farms, just with a little quick update. We're out here at the little worm bed that I made. If you watched the video, just out of 2 buckets, separated with some 2x4s in the bottom. I had some leftover worms from a fishing trip that we were on, and had that good potting soil that I make myself, and so we filled the buckets, as you can see, and I have been feeding them. There's coffee grounds in there. There are apples, banana peels, but bananas are gone. So they have been eating. Now what I've noticed is they're very hard to find. I dug around in the bottom till I finally found a few, and they're extremely hard to find. And only thing I can figure, they're in there. You can see these guys right here, and they're getting pretty impatient with me. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop them back in and let them go on back down. The only thing I can figure is we've had some abnormally cool nights for this time of year, and I noticed when I was digging around in the bucket that down at the bottom especially, it was kind of cool. And so I'm gonna cover these guys up and let them go on back down. They're in there. They're very sluggish. I don't know how many have made it, simply because I was just the reason that I'm kind of bringing you this update is one of my subscribers had asked me how it was going and if everything. Now I will say this, the soil, even though this is my potting soil that I make, and it is dark to begin with because it is full of compost, it is full of all kinds of good stuff, but it is noticeably darker. That's just not my imagination. It is noticeably darker. And so when I dug around down in the bottom of the bucket and kind of turned it over, it's obvious to me that the worms are working, because that soil was not that dark when I put it in there. It is about the same moisture level. It's not wet, it's not dry. It won't really hold, well it would if you mashed it hard enough. It would kind of hold together, but not really. So it's right at the perfect moisture. We've got to get some warm weather. For obvious reasons, you don't want those buckets sitting out in the sunshine getting hot. But like I said, digging around down the bottom of that soil was a lot cooler than what I like to see. So I don't know. Like I said, it's just a little fun experiment. And one of my viewers, one of my subscribers asked about it, and I thought, well, to answer your question, I don't really know how they're doing because I haven't really checked them. I do come out here and feed them, but I hadn't really dug around and, you know, messed around with them. I kind of left them alone. You know, I like to be left alone. My worms like to be left alone, that kind of thing. So, but they are there. I was able to find several. But like I said, the soil is really cool. You can see that we're kind of overcast. It's been raining for several days. It's not cold out here, but it's kind of dreary. And even though like yesterday was pretty much like this too, it was extremely humid yesterday. It's really not that bad out here right now. It's warm, well, borderline warm, low humidity, but I don't know. We've been dipping down probably in the low 50s, mid 50s probably at night. And so I guess that's what's got that soil so cold, but they're just so sluggish in that bucket, the ones that I found. But you saw them, they're there, so they're still working. And you know, if nothing else, those were going to get thrown away. The suggestion that was made to me was, hey, just dump them in the lake. No, if anything, I'm going to go put them in my garden. I just dig a little hole down there and just turn them loose in the garden. But you know, this gives them a chance too. And if nothing else, the soil that they're making, even if they don't multiply, even if, you know, I don't get any worm tea off of it or anything like that, what it does do is I can mix what they're doing back into that pile right over there behind my tractor. And next winter, when it comes time to start seeds again, that's what it's going to be starting seeds in. It don't get any better than that. I don't know if you've been to Lowe's or Home Depot and looked at one of those little bitty bags of worm castings, and what they cost. Well, if I've got a whole 5-gallon bucket pretty much of worm castings, I know it's soil in there, and I know that it's full of life and full of microbes and stuff like that. But guys, if they're eating the fruit and they're eating the coffee grounds and the other stuff that I'm putting in there, and the stuff in the soil, they're pooping in the soil. So I'm getting free worm castings from something that was going to be thrown away anyway. So there's the update. I appreciate my viewer asking me about it, because to be honest with you, I walk by this every single day, multiple times a day, and you know, I put food in there and stuff like that, but I just haven't dug around in it to see what they were up to and if they were even still there. So I appreciate my viewer for asking, and yeah, I guess I need to check on them more often, to be honest with you, just to see if they need some more friends. I can run down to the store and buy another box of friends for them. But one thing that I really wanted to see is if they would multiply. I know about how many I put in there, and I would love to see, you know, I'd love to see them multiply, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. If not, I hadn't lost anything. You know, they were going to be thrown away anyway. So I'm gonna leave it right there, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that thumbs up button. Let's keep this thing growing. And if you got a question like my viewer did about something I've done, an update, a check-in, something like that, then shoot me a message, guys. I answer every one of them. So I read them, I answer them, I respond. So that's why this video is being made. We'll see you next time, guys. Don't forget, we love you. God bless you. This is James from Butler Farms, and we'll be seeing you.